5 years from now, you're going to say one of two things. I compounded my edge, or I coasted and someone else took it. You've seen the title of this video everywhere. Most of those videos are AI rinse and repeat, telling you to add an extra hour to your morning. But high achievers don't have a spare hour. If you did, you'd treat it like winning the lottery. The question is, what is the smallest viable action that gives you the same advantage without stealing time that you don't have? In the next few minutes, I'm going to show you a daily decision that takes minutes, not an hour, and still compounds over the next 5 years. It's the shift that turns your sharpest minutes into your sharpest edge. Quick context so you know who's talking. I'm Selinger. I spent my life as an elite performer on some of the biggest stages in the world. I didn't figure out what I'm going to share with you by just reading a book or taking a course. I had to build these protocols for myself. Because when you're creating shows, writing books, and leading teams, you don't get hours handed to you. In the last few years, I've started working with executives and high achievers, helping them apply the same system I use to keep myself sharp under pressure. What I'm going to share with you isn't theory. It's what I've had to live to stay on top of my game. By the end, I'm going to give you the exact 15-minute micro protocol and a 30-day test to prove it to yourself. This is the smallest lever that moves the biggest door. If you're already a high performer, the problem isn't laziness. It's not that you're hitting snooze or binge watching cat videos first thing in the morning. The problem is misallocation. You're burning your sharpest brain power on the wrong things. Many of the achievers I talk to wake up and immediately dive into their inbox or Slack or news feeds. Is that you? It feels productive. You're answering questions, solving problems, moving fast, but neurologically, you're cashing in your prime cognitive currency on low-yield work. And here's the cost. The first few minutes of your day aren't equal to the rest. They're the most valuable mental capital you have. Waste them, and you're compounding distraction. Guard them, and you're compounding mastery. And that's the hidden problem nobody's talking about. It's not about finding more hours. It's about reclaiming the sharpest ones you already have. And it's not add another hour to your morning. That's fantasy. The decision is this: protect and direct the first sliver of your day when your brain is sharpest. That's it. Not a motivational poster on the wall, not a massive protocol. Okay, let's jump into a bit of quick science. Multiple studies, like the work of Sarah Mendick at UC Irvine and Matthew Walker at Berkeley, show that in the first 90 minutes after waking, your brain is up to 30 to 40% more effective at focus, memory, and complex thinking. Think of it as a cheat code your biology hands you for free every single morning. But what do most high performers do? They spend it deleting promotional emails about a sale on patio furniture or firing off Slack messages that no one will remember by lunch. That's like getting courtside tickets to the NBA Finals and spending the game on your phone arguing about whether pineapple is good on pizza or not. Technically, you're there, but you're missing the point. And that argument is settled with this: the Mopsy Pizza and Paella Maui. If you know, you know. So the decision is simple. Claim those prime minutes for something that actually compounds, even if it's just 15 minutes. When you first wake up, your brain isn't neutral. It's primed. Cortisol, the so-called alertness hormone, naturally spikes in the first hour after waking. Neuroscientists call this the cortisol awakening response. This surge helps kickstart energy, focus, and metabolism. Think of it as your brain's natural pre-workout. At the same time, dopamine is elevated. Dopamine isn't just about pleasure, it's about motivation and learning. Stanford's Andrew Huberman often points out how dopamine levels in the early part of the day bias your brain towards goal-directed behavior. To be precise, circadian rhythms and dopamine sensitivity seem to be the process at play here. It may not be actually an increase in dopamine itself, if you care to know. But if you put both of these together, you've got what scientists call a heightened neuroplasticity. Basically, your brain is in wet concrete mode. Whatever you pour it into first, sets. Scroll Instagram drama first thing? Congratulations, you've just cemented distraction. Sit down for 10 minutes to plan and learn, you've cemented focus. It's like deciding whether the first rep you load onto the barbell is a donut or an actual weight. That's why those first minutes matter so much. It's not mystical, it's chemistry, and chemistry compounds. So what do you actually do with this window? As I promised, this wouldn't be about adding an extra hour. So here's the 15-minute micro protocol. It's something we could all add in. It's the minimum effective dose, the smallest lever that delivers compounding returns. Number 1, hydrate. Fuel the system. For 30 seconds, drink some water. Your brain is running on empty after hours without water. A glass of water is like turning the lights back on in the building. 2, move. Prime the machine. Just spend 2 minutes stretching, push-ups, maybe some squats, or a short walk. You're not training for a marathon here. You're flipping the switch from sleep chemistry to action chemistry. 3, target. Set one strike point. Write one clear objective, not 10. 1. High performers fail when they scatter. Precision beats volume. Think Ben Franklin. What do you want to win at today? Write it. 4. Learn. Sharpen the blade. Just 3 minutes. Read one page of a book, one idea from a podcast, reflect on a quote, not endless scrolling, just enough to add a bit of an edge. And 5. Protect. Guard the perimeter. For these 15 minutes, no emails, no notifications. If this time leaks, it dies. Treat it like you would a $1 million meeting. That's it. It's just 15 minutes. No gimmicks, no hour-long morning boot camp, just one clean rep every day that compounds. And this isn't about hydration or stretching or writing one line in a notebook. Those things are the mechanics. The real play here is identity. Every morning, you are training one of 2 identities. The achiever who compounds their edge, or the achiever who plateaus and watches someone else pass them. There is no neutral. Each micro action is a vote for who you're becoming, not the version of you that coasts on talent, not the version that looks impressive on paper, but quietly knows they're burning hot and running in place, but the version who sharpens, the version who is trusted with bigger bets, who 5 years from now is operating at a level this version of you can't even imagine. High performers don't lose because they're lazy. They lose because they let their edge dull, one morning at a time. So let's do the math. 15 minutes a day doesn't sound like much, but stack it. That's 90 hours a year. 90 hours of elite focus carved out of thin air. Over 5 years, you've compounded that effort into almost 3 continuous weeks of focus used well. And that's the key. It's not just about the hours. It's about when those hours happen. These aren't scraps of time squeezed in at midnight. These are your sharpest minutes, your prime cognitive capital. Finance people get this. Invest early, compound interest does the rest. Athletes get it. Hit your reps in the right window. You peak when it counts. For high achievers, this is the same play. Small hinges swing the biggest doors, and this hinge swings open everything you say you want in the next 5 years. The next 5 years are coming, whether you protect those 15 minutes or not. You could keep cashing in your sharpest minutes on inbox chaos and shallow work, and watch your edge dull one morning at a time, or you can claim those minutes, protect them, direct them, and let them compound into a future even you can't picture yet. So here's my challenge. Run the micro protocol for 30 days, 15 minutes every morning, and then look in the mirror and tell me if you don't feel sharper, clearer, and more in control. Drop day 1 in the comments if you're starting today, because the decision isn't about tomorrow. It's about now. And I know this channel is small, but your comment isn't. The smallest lever, the biggest door, your move.